Oh hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So this is a lot different to the other videos I've been doing recently. I've been doing FIFA 16, which is good. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want more FIFA 16. I know this ain't FIFA 16 now, but you know, I want to know. Anyway, so this is the Minecraft 1.9, the combat update information slash info video. Yeah, so if you want to hear about 1.9 what it adds, then stick around. So it says here, snapshot features. So these are snapshots out right now. Now, the reason why I'm not actually in Minecraft reviewing the snapshot is because that isn't the full update. That's just a part of it, and it's very buggy, and you know my computer don't like it. Anyway, moving on from that. So let's start off with the lowest one. So here we go. So we got a dominant hand. An option for players to change the dominant hand in the player model. Now this is very interesting because I reviewed a mod about, was it a year ago? Around a year ago, that changed your right hand to your left hand. Now, you could remove the mod, change it back to your right hand, and you install the mod, change it to your left hand. Now, I think that's stolen a tiny bit, not from me, from the mod, obviously. Dual welding, there's also a mod for this. There's a mod for pretty much everything in this snapshot, don't worry. Dual welding, the only main hand can be used for attacking, so that's obviously going to be the right hand. And then bows can be used even when something is in the other hand. So you can use a bow if you got like a torch. So the left hand is sort of like place for like torches, you know, food, stuff like that. You know, non-attacking things, and a shield also, which is gonna be added soon. Anyway, so let's move on from that. So that's all the snapshots. Could go through all them, but yeah, we're just gonna go on to the main features when the update arrives. What those features are gonna be, and how good it's going to be. So here we go. So you got general, so you got all these so animation and stuff with like, you know, stuff with coding and stuff. We don't really want to get into that. So you got dual wielding, we've already been through that. You know, bows can be used, so on. New block type, so a grass path, a 15 by 16 block tall grass like path. It features a somewhat similar texture to the grass block, so it's gonna be interesting. A chorus plant, a tree slash cactus, like arguments of a new purple block. Arguments. Yeah, whatever. Drop when supporting block is destroyed like cacti, so it's gonna be like a new plant sort of thing. New purple blocks derived from the chorus plant. Right, so it comes from there. So so far we got a new plant, which is interesting. End stone brick. So there's gonna be a lot of change to the end. Obviously, being at the combat update, you know the end's gonna get a new revamped sort of look to it. Also, there's gonna be new bosses. I'm very pumped for the Minecraft 1.9 combat update, as it is called. White glowing pole blocks, placable horizontally and vertically, which produce white particles. Interesting. Item chorus flute. Flute? What the hell is a flute? Well, I know what a flute is. Come on. Arrow. 4 new arrow types. The gold colour arrow is the spectral arrow. Shows more than player outlines in their team colour when hit, even when invisible. That's going to be interesting. Very interesting for, you know, PvP sort of things. Maybe ultra hardcore survival. Someone gets an invis potion, shoot them with the gold arrow, they become unveiled, and then their life gets a lot worse. That's going to be interesting. MBT tag for entities to disable outlines. So I guess that's just to disable the outlines. I guess why would you want to do that? I don't know. The glowing is status effect. You can find out whether you're glowing from a spectral arrow using the status effect HUD. Interesting. Green arrow is the poisonous arrow. That's interesting. Grey arrow is invisibility arrow. Arrows can be tipped with poisons, which can be applied on hit. That's going to be good. Each differently tipped arrow is available in the creator menu, just like enchanted books. Effect is applied on hit. Cool. Here we go, the big one. Shields will be used for blocking instead of a sword. Can be used to attack and defend at the same time. Now that blocking one is pretty cool, because the sword block doesn't do anything unless you get blown up by a creeper. You know, block with sword, you know, you don't get hurt as much. But the shield, I feel like it's gonna help a lot. So maybe put the shield up, you get no damage. Maybe sword, you know, more be, I'm gonna say realistic, but you know, you're in a block world, so I can't really say that. But oh well. Can use 2 shields at the same time, so you can have one in your right hand and your left hand. Should be interesting. Shields can have customizable patterns like banners. Well, this is just good. I can't wait for this. It's gonna be awesome. Also, let me know in the comments below what you guys are most looking forward to in the 1.9 update. If you're still around, thank you. Used to block attacks, and from the side, the shield is held on. Pretty cool. So, world generation in City Dungeon. A new type of dungeon with new blocks and a Shukalito mob. Is that a new boss? I think that's just a new mob, not a new boss. Generator structures. This is just all in the end. Added support to rotate and mirror structures. That's gonna be cool. Maybe you could duplicate, a building you've built. You want to build a city, build a skyscraper, duplicate it somewhere else. Very cool. End gateway portal. In order to access the portal, you must throw an ender pearl. So this is new. Used to access other islands after defeating the ender dragon the first time. So there's a new portal in the end. Let's say you go in the end like you would through Stronghold, and then once you defeat the ender dragon, you'll be able to go into another portal that sends you off into another world, and then there's new mobs. Very cool. So this is the new Shulker mob. Shulker, I think I got that right. Short for Shell Lurker or Shulk. I'm really feeling it. Yes, I am. Same. It can hide in a shell, making it appear as a block. Appears in the end city dungeons. Opens up, shoots projectiles, which only move along with the XYZ axis. This could be interesting. Using commands, they can be made to be a part of the team to attack other teams and can be used to defensive mobs. Very cool. Launch projectiles, which run across XYZ. We've already been through this. Projectiles can be knocked away by attacking them. Getting hit by one causes damage and provides a levitation status effect, which makes players travel upwards. Okay then, that's pretty interesting. So there's new shades, a lot of new, like I said before, not only a lot of new coding is going to be involved, like block models, shaders, gameplay, bosses, play sports, multiple bosses, health bars, so they show at the same time. So that means if you're fighting the Ender Dragon and the Wither at the same time, they're going to have, the two boys are going to be there in the same place. If you get what I mean. I get what I mean, sort of. Nuclear rendering, death message will now be displayed on the player's death screen as well in the chat. So sort of like Xbox, if you die, then that's just the game telling you that you died the way you did. Maybe if you died in lava, say Ninja Prolog died in lava. That's a very weird update, but we'll move on from that. Rearrange the survival inventory and the creative survival tab to accommodate the new shield slot. So that just means with your left hand, there's going to be that, the left hand slot sort of thing. Status effects now shows in the top right of the screen. Good effects on the top, bad effects on the bottom. Left most effects expire soon. Right, cool. So it's just a lot of weird stuff. So that's like potions. Whatever's the best going to be on top. Whatever's so slowness going to be right at the bottom. Armor stands can now dual wield armor stands, which is going to be interesting. And I think that's a version of the Ender Crystal can now be crafted, which spawns another dragon when placed. So once you defeat the dragon, you can defeat it as many times as you want. Pretty much, pretty cool. Now display a minimap when held in either hand rather than being held with both hands. That's very cool. Can no longer be used for blocking, so swords the block is gone. That's bad. I don't like that. Skeletons will have animated arms and balls act a bit more like the player. Arms are normally down, but we'll bring them up to aim when aggravated. They now have the same drawing animation as the player, indicating when they are going to attack and with how much force. So they got to pull it all the way back, which is good. More different textures for mobs. So, sounds, a bunch of stuff added to the game. So it is some snapshots. So that's the new portal. As you can see here, my cursor there, the green thing. That's the new portal. Below that is the new dimension. Again, the new dimension. Again, the new dimension. The new mob with a shell that looks like a block. So you can see it comes up out his little block. And there he is. That's what it looks like when he's hiding. And that's what it looks like when he's running. So this is very interesting. Very exciting. Cannot wait for this. It's going to be awesome. New shield. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, check it out, link it below, the new update information sort of thing. But yeah, get ready for 1.9, it's going to be awesome.